Hello everyone and welcome to Let's Play Infamous. My name is Haller and I'm going to be the person who's going to be playing through this game for you. This game was developed by Sucker Punch Studios, so they are famous for their work with the Sly Cooper series, which you may have well heard of. And they obviously went from that project to this type of a project. They wanted to do something a little different. So with Infamous, the game is based around the question of if you were all of a sudden given a lot of power, how would you act with that power? Would you be good? Would you be evil? And that's the type of question that we're going to explore as we play through the game. Now, this is the start screen, a very peaceful looking cityscape, nice little park, bikes in the background. But let's hold off on talking for now and get the game started.
Activation plus 6 minutes. Pulse is 45. Respiration 10. Looking good, Cole.
The hell happened? Oh, God.
Someone alive down there. Hey, wave up if you can hear me. If you can walk, get out of there. Head for the bridge. Hey, you! In the garage! Get the hell out of there! Whole thing is coming down!
Come on, Cole. Move.
Before we move though, let's take a look at our surroundings here. We see a building that's almost collapsed on itself. We see fire everywhere and it looks like we're in the middle of a big crater. So obviously something huge happened here. Let's also get a good look at our character here, Cole McGrath. He is going to be our grittily voiced protagonist for the game. And like I said, he can walk now. Even though he's badly burned, he can still at least jog and, well, get more badly burned by the fire. And all we can do at this point is just try to keep moving forward and hope things turn out for the best.
Cole, man, you there? Come on, man, pick up!
Zeke, what the hell's going on? I think there was an explosion.
No shit, there was an explosion. TV says terrorists are blowing stuff up all over the city. Meet me at the Fremont Bridge. We'll get Trish and find some place to hunker down.
I'll see you there. What the hell? Should be dead.
Cole should also be dead from the giant explosion that he just survived, but I guess getting hit with electricity is okay too. We'll give him the benefit of the doubt on that one. We just gotta get through this parking garage without getting squashed by the myriad of falling cars. Now, looks like that way's a no-go. But over here is how we're gonna get across. And when you jump on these pillars, there's actually a bit of a railway system you're on here. You won't be able to fall off once you're on top of the pillars, so at least you won't be able to accidentally kill yourself in these situations.
What's happening to me?
So, aside from an explosion and getting zapped by electricity twice in one day, I'd say Cole's having a pretty bad day. But hey, we can jump off the parking garage from a very high height and still be perfectly alright. Makes sense for a guy who has just suffered third-degree burns. It looks like there's some police over here. Let's go ask these officers for assistance. Or get yelled at by our fat friend. That is Zeke across there. We will get to know him very soon. But in the meantime, we're getting zapped yet again, and officers just don't seem to be that concerned about us. Oh, wow. Now, if the police are just standing there, really, what kind of police force is this that they just don't seem to care that there's giant lightning strikes coming down from the sky right in front of them?
It's the terrorists!
Oh no, the terrorists are causing lightning strikes. They have a weather machine. You'll get used to Zeke saying some pretty stupid things, but for now, just gotta get across the bridge. Now, if you have no idea what's going on, don't worry, you're not alone. Just sit back, relax, and watch this visually appealing cutscene.
While sliding into unconsciousness, I could somehow, I don't know, hear the voices of the dying. Thousands crushed by falling buildings or burned alive in the fires. Trish lost her sister, almost lost me. Zeke was always there, somehow sure that I'd wake up, while outside the city fell apart. A plague struck, followed by rioting, theft, rapes, civilization committing suicide. In a bullshit attempt to contain the biological threat, the federal government locked down all access in and out of the city. Now we're stuck in this cage with the psychos. Cops are all but gone off the streets, either dead or too chicken shit to stand against the gangs that control things now. Outside, things were bad. But inside me, something was beginning. Scary as hell at first. Gotta understand, there was no one to talk to, no experts to consult. But with time, I'm learning to control it, master it. Just hope it's not too late. I thought you were gonna watch TV.
Batteries are dead again. You mind putting on a freak show?
Sure. I'm glad it's good for something.
Probably need to charge them all. TV's a hog.
So 2 weeks after the explosion, we look no worse for wear. Ah, the modern wonders of medical science and gaining electricity superpowers. But now we're going to learn something. We're going to learn how to shoot electric bolts out of our hands. And this is going to be the most widely used move we have in the game. It's used to attack enemies, and it's also used to charge up objects that are drained of electricity, such as these meters that charge the TV.
Good job, man! Boob tubes are working.
Weird. It feels like I got more power.
Yeah? Try frying those dummies over there. With all the nutballs running around, it'd be nice to see how much juice you're packing.
Now, as you can see, Zeke here is watching TV, and if there was any other sign that TV turns him into a zombie, it's this. See? Zeke doesn't give a fuck if I'm just electrocuting him multiple times. Or if I get his pizza too. God knows he's not going to take his attention off his favorite show, Parks and Recreation.
Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo! Whoa! You see that? Flying so low, thought it was gonna crash into us. Hey, it's a TV jacker. I love this guy.
Just got word that the feds dropped some relief packages into Archer Square. The liars running the corporate media tell us that we're gonna get our fair share, that more is coming. Yeah, that's easy for them to say. They're not the ones living in this hellhole. And the truth is that we've been abandoned, and no one's coming to save us. So head over to Archer Square and get that food before the Reapers show up. Voice of Survival, out.
Told you they drop food.
Man, you must be out of your mind. Think any of those pencil necks gives a crap about us? This is a PR stunt.
That isn't gonna stop you from pigging out, though, is it?
Hell no it ain't. Zeke's gotta eat.
You take the stairs. I'm using the express elevator.
Man, you get to have all the fun.
I like to have fun in a different way, Zeke. It's actually by making you just make your head dance around for no reason. He won't take his attention off me.
What are you waiting for?
Cole also does this little Spider-Man thing that when he stands up and then moves anywhere, he actually just does a Spider-Man pose for you. But in any case, we gotta get off the building, so one way we can do that is just by jumping off the roof.
That's what I'm talking about.
Whew! Oh, that was one hell of a jump, man. Wish I could do something like that. Running down all those stairs. That sucks donkey balls. Hey, Cole, before we head over to Archer, I need to go pick up a new six-shooter.
Oh, here we go.
That was badass. The second you touched it, the electricity in your hands cooks off the gunpowder, and the whole thing goes kabam! The look on your face was priceless.
Damn near blew my hand off.
Which is why you won't be touching the new one. Traded this guy one of my homemade batteries for it.
The ones that explode when you use them?
Hell, he doesn't know that. Come on. Told me he was gonna leave the gun in the parking lot a few blocks from here. Hey, Cole, you know what I miss? Pizza. Big sloppy slice, dripping with grease and pepperoni. And payday. Having a big fat wad of bills in your pocket.
Yeah, I'd settle for some hot water.
Hey, remember that time we were coming home from Duffy's and I had to take a leak? And that bike cop was yelling at me to put up my hands?
You pissed all over him.
Hey, he told me to put up my hands. While he's fumbling around, I jump back in and we take off. Awesome!
Yeah, awesome. Until we run into a wall of cops.
Like I said, awesome! Bummer we won't be able to do anything like that again.
Yeah, not unless some genius invents a car that doesn't explode when I sit in it.
Ah, come on! He told me he was gonna leave it under a car. I figured there'd be only one. We'll never find it.
Stand back. I got an idea.
So I'm going to take this opportunity to start talking about the HUD system up there. You'll notice a semicircle, part of it's blue, the other part's red, and coming out of the middle of that is some electric-looking little balls. Those electric balls are a measure of how much energy you have to use your special moves. So for instance, I'm using this move called Shockwave, and whenever I do that, one of those energy balls disappears. It's actually regenerating for the sake of this tutorial. That'll give you an unlimited amount of time to do that. But when you use your other abilities, your energy balls start getting taken up.
Woo-hoo-hoo! Hellacious! Hell, I didn't know you could do something like that.
Yeah, me neither. There was this surge.
Hey, man, you don't look so hot.
Trained all of a sudden. Hang on a sec.
And if you'll notice on the lower right-hand side is his little radar. Now, if we push down the L3 button, you'll see little electric bolt symbols show up on it, and those are sources of electricity. Coal runs on electricity, and we can actually suck it out of anything that has an electrical circuit in it.
Did you see that?
Man, you're a walking battery. You must have to recharge whenever you fire off a bunch of juice.
I can feel the electricity surging through me. Almost like I'm being healed by it.
Oh, this rocks so hard. Come on, let's haul tail over to Archer Square before someone takes all the brewskis.
Cole, you there?
Hey, babe.
You hear they dropped some food?
Yeah, Zeke and me are heading over there.
How are you feeling?
All right, I guess. Powers are all over the place. Used to be I could barely power a light bulb. Now I'm jumping off of buildings, frying the junk on Zeke's roof.
You jumped off a building. What were you thinking?
Relax. I'm fine.
Just take it easy. After what happened to Amy, I couldn't...
Yeah,
See you guys at Archer Square. I love you.
you too.
Now that we're past all that exposition, you can finally take over the city, and you've already seen it, but there's garbage in the streets, signposts are bent. It's a real mess everywhere you go, and take note that the explosion didn't even take place in this city's district. There are 3 districts in the city, and it didn't even happen in this one, so I can already tell you the impact of that kind of an explosion has on an entire city. Now up ahead here is Archer Square, and that's where the food has been dropped, and so let's go and see if we can get some of that.
Whew! Boy, it's stuck up there. I hate to say it, pal, but, hey, you're the only guy here who'd live from a fall like that. You gotta climb up there and knock that stuff free.
And here we have the introduction to yet another major mechanic of this game, which is climbing. And we've got to go all the way up there to get that food free. How are we going to do that? Well, the one thing they did in this game was they made every surface, almost every surface, climbable. So if you just jump towards an object, Cole will grab a hold of it and start climbing. If If you press the X button while you're jumping up, he'll do a little bit of a double jump, and you can get even higher. So all we need to do is just keep finding ways to get up higher, closer to the food, and we'll get up there eventually.
Yeah! We are eating! Damn. Too late.
That's when I caught my first sight. The Reapers. Before the blast, they were just a bunch of junkies dealing drugs. Now, they own the Neon District. Taking whatever they want. That changes today.
And here's our not-so-subtle introduction to the combat system. Actually, they just kind of throw you in there. But we're going to use the electric bolt the most out of any attack because it's the most widely used attack, it's the one we have right off the bat, and it's good for ranged kills. Now, as you can see, there is some blood on the side of the screen, so we need to heal ourselves, and how we do that is we drain anything with an electric charge in it of its electricity, and that's how we heal ourselves. We can also combine moves such as the shockwave and the electric bolt, and that will unlock certain stunts for us. There are 21 stunts in the game where you combine your moves to do, and you will be hopefully seeing most of them throughout the game. And you also have, you know, your usual assortment of punches and kicks to use as well with the square button. And the one last thing to note is there's also some RPG elements to this combat system. For every time you get a kill or a takedown, you get experience points, and you can use these points to upgrade your abilities and moves later on. Now we just gotta get this one last guy over here, and he's... Come here. Stop hiding from me and get over here. That's right.
Well, that's the last of them. It's chow time. A lot of food here. Enough to feed the three of us for weeks. Maybe longer. Bet if I fry a couple people in the crowd, the rest will run away. The food will be all ours. But some of these guys might starve.
Now this is Cole's first karma moment, and what that is it's a decision that Cole has to make that will affect how the people of the city will see him. He can either be good or evil, so in this decision, he could either give the people the food and possibly not get any for himself, or he could take all the food for himself and leave some of these people to starve. Now this is something I actually want your help with. I want you to go in the thread or in the video comments and vote whether or not you want Cole to be good or evil. Now there's a catch, because whatever we vote Cole to be, if we vote him to be good, then we're going to play the entire game with him being good. If we vote him to be evil, then we're going to play the entire game with him being evil. The reason for this is because there are certain abilities in the game that are later on unlocked, and they're really cool, but you can only access them if you have the highest good or evil ranking. So instead of being wishy-washy with our decisions, we're going to stick to one path, and I'm going to let you kind of dictate how we start this off. Now just to give you an idea of the difference between good and evil in this case, when Cole is good, he has more healing and regeneration techniques. For instance, if he hits an enemy, he'll be able to regenerate some of his electricity, and he'll be able to use special moves more often. His attacks also focus more on individual enemies rather than groups of enemies, meaning his attacks are more precise, and there's less chance that innocent bystanders will get caught in the crossfire. People will also come up to Cole and like take pictures of him and shake his hand and say, hey, you're doing a great job, keep up the good work, kind of a thing. So people will be very nice and receptive to Cole when he's good. Now, when Cole is evil, he won't have the same types of healing and regeneration techniques as if he was good. Instead of his attacks focus more on groups of enemies, and while they're not as powerful, they won't focus more on individuals, they're still able to hit more enemies at once. So that's kind of the trade-off you get. But the thing is, because these attacks he has, they kind of have more splash damage, they branch out more, can affect a wider area, more innocent bystanders tend to get caught in that. People will also be very scared of Cole. They'll run away. They'll start screaming when he's around. They might even start throwing rocks at him or trying to get him to go away. So just to kind of give you an idea, it's either you're being the pariah of the city, a really nice guy, or you're just being a giant douchebag to everyone. So that's pretty much all there is to it. That's all you need to know for the vote. I want to thank you again for watching, and I'll see you next time.